Assalamu alaikum, my dear honorable brothers and sisters, and listener, all of you. How are you? Hope you are all great, fine, and all by the mercy of Almighty Allah. And I'm also fine by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Today I'm here again in front of my phone camera for making another fantastic content which will really help you for boosting up your confidence. And this video is going to be a fantastic marvelous video or content, and here in this times in this content I'll try to explain about the rules or the grammars of English language. So as a beginner or as a learner, co-learner of English language, is it essential to learn or to know the grammatical rules, the grammatical pattern or structures as a beginner of English language? So if it is essential to know, to learn the grammars, the rules, the regulations of English language, so which one should be keep as a first stage to know? So I'll try to explain here in these types of informations related to grammatical items. Okay, so those who are really super interested to learn English language, it's the basic process of them. And I, after uploading my videos in my online, in my Facebook page as well as YouTube channel, I have received this question from few of my friends, and they want to learn English language. They're also highly interested to learn English language, but they're facing the difficulty or complexity related to grammatical issue. They are not finding out or getting the exact point or exact grammars. They are saying that we are really bad, and we are not utilizing those grammatical patterns or structures in my speech, in my conversation. When I am going to make a conversation, in that time I'm not utilizing those patterns or those grammars. So what are the exact ways or what types of tips and techniques we should follow for learning grammatical patterns or grammatical things? So let me explain about my perception, my idea, my point of view. Which one should you um, give the most priority to learn English language? At first, if you want to learn English language with grammatical correctness as well as good pattern structure, you must have to ensure listening. It's the first stage. So if I provide an example, you can easily understand why listening is the first stage. It's not related to grammars, rules, patterns. So here in listening part, we can easily visualize that we will just listen. We'll just try to listen what they actually try to explain, try to say, what's their point of view. It's not related to grammatical issue. They will never ever teach about the parts of speech like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction. They will never ever teach these things. In these types of information you can't find out in your conversation, but these are all presented here. These are all presented here. It's all available in that place in your conversation, but you can't find out the rules or regulation. Noun is also present there, verb, adverb, adjective. Every source of grammatical items is present there in your conversation, in your daily conversation, but you are not finding out. That's the main issue. As well as you're also using different types of patterns. The verb, so it's the really a good platform to learn English language. You have to utilize verb, the right verb form in your conversation, in your everyday life. So you're also using different types of verbs like auxiliary verb, modal verb, or others verb, do verb, have verb. So many verbs are you are actually using in your daily conversation, but you are not identifying those verbs. This is verb you don't know. So that's the main fact. So we don't know we are using these source of information or these grammatical items in your conversation. So you don't know. Most of you don't know. However, so apart from this, you are also tense is also important to speak in English to make a conversation a good as well as a super fascinating or right conversation or reject conversation. Tense is really important. Without the proper utilizing of tense, it's really impossible to make a great conversation, to be a good speaker of English. It's really impossible. So you are also using all of the tense form, 12 tense, you are also using in your conversation, but you are not informed that I'm using these types of tenses in my conversation. So that's all about listening. So if you can create these habits, if you can create a habitual habit to listen each and every single day, ultimately you can do, or you are doing each and every single grammatical items in your listening part. So if I provide an example in Bangla language, so we are all Bengali, and we are already informed about Bangla language. The Bangla language grammars is also available in Bangla language. So just try to think about the grammars of Bangla language when you was very beginner, when you was very child in your age. So like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So in that time you have learned how to speak Bangla language. You have able to express your point of view by using Bangla language. So in that time, what types of grammatical rules, what types of books, what types of structures or pattern you have followed. So that's why you were really expert. You have learned Bangla language. You didn't, or you never ever learned any grammatical rules, any pattern or any structures, or any others uh, things related to grammar. So you didn't learn the sorts of things or activities or tips or techniques you didn't follow. So why you will follow the rules, grammars, or patterns or other things in at the case of English language? So at first, when you learned Bangla language, you have listened again and again from your parents, from your neighbors, from your closest person. So that's why you have gauged, you have able to identify that which grammars, which tense form or which tense is suitable to use in which times. Like when you was very kid or when you was very child, in the time when you feel very angry or when you feel very hungry, in the time you could easily say that khabo in Bangla khabo, ami bhat khabo. So in these times or in this sentence you have used future indefinite tense, but in that time you didn't know that this on is future indefinite tense. So if I or anyone want to eat or want to take anything, they should use or he or she should use future indefinite tense or future tense. So but in that time you didn't have any knowledge that if I want to eat something later I should use future indefinite tense or khabo, not khai, ami bhat khai. I'm not saying that ami bhat khai, I'm exactly saying that ami bhat khabo, this one is future indefinite tense, but ultimately this one is future indefinite tense, but we didn't know this one is future indefinite tense. We are not using present indefinite tense like ami bhat khai. But what and why and what types of tips and technique I followed. So that's why I have able to use future indefinite tense at a very beginning stage or beginning life of myself, of yourself. So there's nothing, no grammars, rules or relational patterns, anything, there was nothing. So just listening, you have listened from your parents, from your neighbors, from your fathers again and again. So that's why you have gauged that these times I should use these patterns, these lines or these forms of verb. So that's how you have learned. You didn't follow or you didn't face any difficulty or complexity to learn grammatical rules and resolution. So this is the same thing. Okay, so at a case of learning language, these rules and resolution you have to follow. It's not essential to read or to memorize the grammatical rules like tenses, parts of speech, or others grammatical rules. It's not essential. So if you have a great interest to learn English language, I will highly suggest you just listen, listen, listen. So whenever you feel free, you don't have any jobs, suppose today is Friday, it's holiday, so you should use these times behind learning English language. You have a great interest to learn English language, so you should utilize this time spent learning English language. You should listen again and again, time and again. You should listen. You should see a few video from YouTube. Like if you like to see movie, if you feel interest, or if you find out your pleasure to see movie or sports related video, just try to see. But you have to ensure that I'm watching this video by following English language. It's the main things. So grammars is not any complex thing, any boring thing or any, what can I say, it's not any big issue for those who are co-learner of English language. If you can ensure that I'm learning English language by hearing, I'm hearing each and single day. It's really simple, it's a really basic thing. It's not mandatory to follow, to memorize the grammatical rules and regulation. Just try to listen each and every single day. Grammars will become automatically. You will not face any types of difficulty, any types of complexity or any big issue. If you can ensure that I'm listening in each and every single day, so it will become automatically from your brain. You can easily understand that which tense, which form of verb or which parts of speech is used after which word. So after a word, which parts of speech I should use, you can easily guess it from your brain. It will become automatically if you can ensure that you are listening each and every single day. So that's all about for today's content. I think this will really help you for them who are trying to find out the grammatical rules, exact grammatical rules, simple as well as mind-blowing grammatical rules of English language for the betterment of your speaking, for the betterment of your conversations. So I think this video will really help you for your better understanding, for your better thinking. Okay, so that's all about for today's content. Today's Friday. I have a few jobs or few tasks, so that's why I am not making it more longer. May Allah Almighty have mercy on all of us, and may Allah Almighty grant us goodness and peace. Assalamu alaikum.